Hello everyone, and I welcome all of you to Online Study for You, a complete placement solution. This is Pratik Srivastava here, founder of Online Study for You. Today in this video, we are going to solve Accenture latest exam question. Friends, as you know, Accenture are repeating the question, so it is very important for you to solve the recent question asked in Accenture examination, and then only you will be able to score well in the examination. And tomorrow, I want you to comment that, sir, cleared Accenture first round today. Thank you, sir. Right? So, friends, if you'll watch our videos and if you'll go through this Accenture crash course, then definitely you are going to comment the same thing, because here we have put a lot of content for you, right? So, a lot of videos, lot of PPT, PDF files, right? So, live classes, each and everything we have done for you. So get this crash course, don't regret later. 799 rupees is not a big amount, right? Okay. Next, friends, question number 1. The link of this course is in description of the video. In a certain code language, proud is coded as, so in a certain code language, proud is coded as WYJPK. And then guilty is coded as, and then guilty is coded as what in that language. Now what we will do, so in coding decoding, first we have to write the position of the alphabet. So prince is what? 16. PQR, R is 18. EJOT, EJO, so EJOT you know, right? EJOT, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So O is 15, U under 21, D is the fourth letter. W. So how many points are there in the W, sir? 3. So 23. Y, Z. Z is the last alphabet, 26. So Y will be 25. J is OT. J is 10. Prince is 16. Kings 11. Punjab. Right? Okay. Now here if you'll see, so 16 plus 7 is 23. And then what you will do, you will immediately start with plus 7, plus 7, plus 7, and you will be getting the wrong answer. Wait. Then 18 plus 7 is 25. Now it is confirmed that plus 7. Then 15 plus 10 is 25, but here it is 10. 21 plus 7 is 28, but here it is 16. 4 plus 7, okay, here it is 7. Then what is happening here? So here basically minus 5, and here basically minus 5. Now I got the logic. So if there is a consonant, then plus 7. If there is a vowel, right? So we have A, E, I, O, U. So if there is a vowel, then minus 5. That's all you have to do. G is a consonant, plus 7. U is a vowel, minus 5. Anyway, U is coded as P. I is a vowel, right? So minus 5. L is a consonant, plus 7. T consonant, plus 7, plus 7. Now G7 countries, you know, under 21, I is 9, lunch 12 in State Bank of India, T20, and Y is the 25th letter, right? Okay. Now 7 plus 7 is 14. So 14, November 14. Now NP. So we have the option C, NP. 9 minus 5 is 4, 4 is D. 12 plus 7 is 19. So S is 19, right? And 20 plus 7, 27. 27 is 26 is Z. So 27 will be A. So obviously this will be the answer. But I just wanted to tell you so how this is happening, so that you will be able to find it out, right? So this was the logic for question number 1. Now, friends, any question which you are, if you're watching the video, right? So first what you do, try to solve it by yourself. If you are able to solve, well and good. If you're not able to solve, then only you please watch the video, right? Okay. Now next here. So next, if you'll see, in a certain code language, bell is coded as this, here is coded as this. How will Mike be coded in that language? Now, so this is a tricky question. So bell is coded as 111141 basically. All right. Okay. Here, so here is coded as, okay. So now let us try to understand the logic here. So, okay. So L and E, basically what they have done. So the position is 5 and the position is 12. So minus 1 and minus 1. Again, this is 12 and this is 2. So minus 1, again it is minus 1 and it is minus 1. Same thing here they would have done. So R is 18, A is 1, E is 5, H is 8. So 8 minus 1 will be 7 and 18 minus 1 will be 17. Then 1 minus 1 minus, right? So 1 if we'll go reverse, then it will be Z. Z is 26 and here 5 minus 1 will be 4. So 17, 26, 4 and 7. Now I hope you have got the logic, Mike. So E minus 1 will be what? So E is 5, 5 minus 1 will be 4, and M minus 1, M position is nothing but 13. So 13 minus 1 will be 12. So this and this is wrong. So starting with 4, ending with 12. Then K is 11, King's 11, minus 1 will be 10, and I will be 9, 9 minus 1 is 8. 4, 10, 8, 12. Option C will be the correct answer. So little different type of problem you are able to see. Okay, very good. Friends, we will be also doing the coding questions in this particular video. So once I'm done with your cognitive, then you will be able to see the coding videos. In a certain code language, Fox is written as 108. SOUP is written as 148. Then you need to write the code for upside. So basically, if you'll see F is 6, O is 15, X how many points? Are 4 points, so 24. Now, so 21 plus 24 is 45. From 45, it is very difficult to get 108. Now we will take the reverse alphabet of that. So F is 6, right? So reverse will be nothing but 21. Because see, always the sum. See, what is the opposite of A? Opposite of A is Z. So if you'll see 1 plus 26, the total should be 27. So the opposite will be 12 because 15 plus 12 will be 27 and then it will be 3. Now if you'll add, so it will be nothing but 3 to 5, 1, 6 and 3. So 36, and if you multiply by 3, what is 3? So 3 is nothing but the number of letter 1, 2, 3. So it will be 108. Now U is 21, P is 16, S is 19, I is 9, D is 4, E is 5. Opposite is 6 because 21 plus 6 will be 27. 16 plus 11 will be 27, 8, 19 will be 27, 9 plus 9, 18 will be 27, 4 plus 23 will be 27 and 22. Now if you'll add everything, so this is 17. 17 plus 8 is 25. Okay. So this total is 25 plus this is 40 and plus 23. So 65 plus 23, it will be 88. And then how many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into 6. So 6 8 ja 48 and 6 8 ja 48 plus 4 is 52. So 528, option A will become the correct answer for this particular problem, right? So option A will become the correct answer for this particular problem, question number 3. Now, next question. So what would come in place of the question mark in the given series? We have 3, we have 10, we have 39, next 885, 5, 3, 4, 6, and 3, 7, 4, 7, 1. Now friends, in this particular question, as soon as you see, it should become very clear to you that the number is becoming bigger and bigger, right? See, 800 became 5,000, 5,000 became 37,000. That means it is very clear that if you'll add something and if you'll subtract, you will not be able to achieve that. So 3 to 10, how we will get? So 3 into 3 is 9 and 9 plus 1 is 10. Then 10 into 3 is 10 into 3 is what? 30 and then plus 9. So you can also write like 3 into 3 is 9 plus 1 square. Then 10 into 3 plus 3 square. And then next will be what? So 39 into 3. Okay. And plus it should be 25. That means 5 square, right? So that means 5 square. So 3 9 ja or 40 into 3 is 120 and 120 minus 3 will be 117 and plus 25. So, okay. So we need to see the logic here. Fine. 1 and 3, and then here it is 25, but we do not have such numbers. Okay, then what we can do, if you multiply by 4, if we multiply by, okay, 3, okay. Now here if we'll try to see basically these are the logic which we have to think, and then only we have to do. So 885, okay, so basically this is not giving us any kind of logic. So 885 into 6, so 90 into 6 is, okay, so it will go by 6 times. So 6 5 ja will be 30, 03, and 6 5 ja 30, and 6 8 ja 48 plus 3 51, and 6 8 ja 48 plus 5 is 53. So 531. So here basically it is into 6 plus into 6 plus, basically if you'll see the difference, so the difference will be nothing but 36. So plus 6 square, okay, plus 6 square. So into 3 plus 3 square, and here it should be into 2 plus 2 square. Now we are able to get the logic. So here it will be, so the next it will be 39 into 4 plus 4 square. Okay, then whatever we are getting, so what are we getting here? See, because from here we were able to get the logic. So now 4 into 40 will be what? 160. 160 minus 4 is 156, and plus 16, so it is nothing but 172. Then 172 into 5 plus 5 square, so 5 twos are 10, and 85 plus 1 is 5 twos are 10, and 860 plus 25 is nothing but 885. Then your logic is fine. Then your logic is fine, right? So here into 2, 2 square, into 3, into 3 plus 3 square, into 4 plus 4 square, and here it will be 172. So friends, see, like how you will be getting it in the examination, right? The same way, see, these are the problem which I am solving it in front of you only. I have not solved it before, okay? So definitely when you are solving, you will face issues, then you will try to find out, okay, what is the logic which is following later, right? And that will give you a clear cut idea that where you have done the mistake and how you have to basically correct it, right? So 3 into 2 and plus 4, that is nothing but 10. Okay, fine. Now the next question, if you'll see, what should come in the place of minus 4, minus 1, 4, then 20, then 31, and then 44. So again, this particular problem, so if you want to solve, first try to find out what is the difference here, because here definitely multiplication will not work because the numbers are not very big. So when the numbers are not very big, then you should also think in the terms of like addition and subtraction. So here it is plus 11, and here it is plus 13, right? So either there is two choice. So either the difference is prime number or the difference is odd number. That's all. Now here if you'll see the difference, so basically minus 1, what you will add, right? So that you will get 4. So sir, it is plus 5, because minus 1 and plus 5. So it is nothing but it will give you plus 4. And so plus 5 and then plus 7. So 4 plus 7 is 11, and then plus 9, and here it is what? Minus 4 plus 3. So it will be minus 1. So now you are getting what is the answer? 11 will be the answer. Very smartly, you have to do the problem in the examination. Once again, I'm telling you, friends, Accenture crash course is definitely going to help you a lot. And friends, many of the videos, preparation videos or hiring videos, right? We are doing it for free. We are not charging anyone anything, right? So friends, at least please let us know in the comment section that, sir, the videos are good. You are able to learn a lot, and please continue the series. Then definitely we are going to do it for you all, right? So, and that we will also understand that, right? So the videos you are able to watch, you are able to understand, and in a similar way, we have to continue. So that also you please put if you like the video. Now here, 48 into 2 will be what? 96. 96 plus 4 will be 100, right? Okay. Now this one if you'll see, so maybe this is into 2, then into 3, then into 4, and then this is into 5. It looks like 12 into 5 is what? 60. So 1, 2, 3, 2 into 5. So 32 into 5 is 160 and 6160. So into 5 plus 10. So into 2 plus 4. And then I can say into 3 plus 6 into 4 plus 8. So 100 into 3 plus 6. So it is 306. And here it 306. And then 306, if you'll multiply by 4 and if you'll add 8, you should be getting 1232. So 1224 and plus 8, it will be nothing but 1232. So obviously option A will become the correct answer. Sir, how will we get the logic? So you will be able to get the logic in the examination if you have practiced well. Nothing is going to happen very smoothly, right? See, without putting effort in this particular world, friends, you will not be able to get anything, right? So you have to put effort. There is no shortcut of success. The statement given below are followed by 4 conclusions. Assume that the statements are true, even if they contradict commonly known facts, and determine the conclusion that follows from the statement logically. So statement 1 is telling no nut, all nuts are bolt. So all the nuts are inside the bolt. Then they are telling all bolts are pins. So all the bolts are inside the pin. Then they're telling no pins are pin. So no pins are pins, right? So pin does not have any relation to pen. So if pin itself does not have any relation, if pin itself does not have any relation to pens, if pin itself, if pin itself does not have any relation with pen, then whatever is inside, then whatever is inside also will not have any relation to the pen, right? See, if this is your house main gate, if there is only one gate, so if your outside boundary itself is safe, then obviously inside that also it will be safe, because the thief has not crossed your this house boundaries itself, right? Okay, same thing. Now what they're telling in conclusion, no pens are nut. So no pens are nut, yes, that is correct. Because my dear friends, when outside circle itself does not have any relation with pen, then how inside, who is inside will have a relation with pen, right? So the gone. No bolts are pen. Yes, that is also correct, because bolt is inside. Outside pin does not have any relation with pen. Then how bolt will have? Some pins are bolt. Yes. So when you are telling all bolts are pins, then you can easily say some pin are bolts, some bolts are pin. All nuts are pins. All nuts are pins. So all the nuts are inside the pins, right? That is also correct. So option D, all of the conclusion follows will become the answer for question number 18. Now, so next question is all computers are laptops. So bhaiya, all computers, right? All computers are laptop. All computers are laptop. Okay. And one more thing, friends, I wanted to tell. Sir, how many things you wanted to tell? So join our Telegram group. It will be very much beneficial for all of you, right? Because the Telegram groups are really benefiting many people. So that's the reason I'm telling. Okay. Not only for Accenture, for all the examination. All computers are laptop. All hard drives are pen drives. So all the hard drives are pen drive. All the hard drives are pen drives. No pen drive is a keyboard. So no pen drive is keyboard. Okay. So no pen drive is keyboard. No computer is a hard disk. So no computer is a hard disk. Okay, fine. Anyway, now some pen drives are not laptop. So, okay, fine. Some pen drive is not laptop. All pen drives are not keyboards. Okay. So some pen drives are not laptop. Pen drive is here and laptop is here, right? So friends, computer and this hard disk has some relation. But if you'll see laptop and pen drive does not have any relation, right? So we can have a diagram. We can have a diagram like this. We can have a diagram like this. So basically no information has been given about that, right? So we will say, right? So we will say that we cannot conclude anything about that. So this particular one will become wrong, right? This particular one will become wrong, right? So some pen drives are not laptop. If they would have asked some pen drives are not computer, then it would have become true. But here they're asking some pen drives are not laptop. So this is outside. This is outside, right? So in case of outside, we here the relation is not given, so we can't say anything. No keyboard is a computer. No keyboard is a computer. See, this keyboard does not have any relation with pen drive, but keyboard can have a relation like this. So that is also not given. So here again we can say that no keyboard is a computer is wrong. I know many of you will tell, sir, conclusion 2 follows. Sir, conclusion 1 also follows, right? But see, everything works on a logic. You have to think about the possibilities, right? In both the cases, you have to think about the possibilities. So we can have one more diagram where you can say that there is a relation of computer with keyboard and laptop with pen drive, right? So that particular will fail, and we can have multiple diagram. Till then our statement does not violate, right? So before you say it is wrong, make sure that you also mention why it is wrong. Okay, so where the rule of syllogism is failing, that you need to mention. No hard disk is a laptop. No hard disk is a laptop. So that again we can't say. There might be a diagram like this. Okay, so that also we cannot say. See, many of you will see only this diagram. See, this is one diagram. I can have one more diagram. I can have another diagram. I can have multiple diagrams. Till then this statement does not violate, and all the diagrams we should get the same thing. If another diagram like this, if you are getting it, that means about the conclusion you cannot comment anything, and that becomes false. All pen drives are not keyboard. So pen drive and keyboard, this I have told you earlier also. If they say no pen drive is keyboard, then you can say some pen drive is not keyboard. You can say all pen drive is not keyboard, right? So that you please keep in mind. So this will become true. This I have told you in many of my videos itself. Okay, next is a question from the topic blood relation. So in a family, B is the father of K. So in a family, B is the father of K. In a family, B is the father of K, right? Okay, B has only two children. K is the brother of R. So K is the brother of R. B has only two children. Plus sign means it is male. Plus sign we use it for male. You can use any sign, and minus sign we use it for female. See, this is not a defined way of assuming it, right? So I know many of you might be assuming something else, right? But most of the book follows that. So whatever you feel you follow, it does not matter. The ultimate thing is you should be getting the same answer. So K is the brother of R. Okay, fine. Then R is the granddaughter of P. Hold it, okay? Because if P is the R is the daughter of P, sorry, R is the daughter of P, so R is female and daughter of P. So if daughter of P and this both are brother sister, then definitely they both will be married. And B is male, then P will be female. A is the granddaughter of P. Now A is the granddaughter of P, so A can be daughter of K, or A can be daughter of R. They have not told paternal granddaughter or maternal granddaughter. So in that case, what we will do, we will hold it for some time. So we have hold it here. Okay, this one. S is the father of A. So S is the father of A. Now, okay. So S is the father of A. So definitely this would have married to S, and S is father of A. Because here K is father, then other will be nothing but the mother. So this is the only possibility. So now how is S related to K? So your sister husband will be your sister husband will be your brother. Brother, no, brother in law. Brother in law. So option B will become the correct answer for this particular problem. Hope the things are getting clear for you, right? And you do not have any confusion. Question number 10. So this is a question from sitting arrangement, right? So this is a question from sitting arrangement. Friends, in most of the Accenture exam, we had seen that sitting arrangement is coming in the examination, right? In most of the Accenture exam, we saw that they're asking sitting arrangement. They are not asking, right? So they are not asking uh, circular or a square sitting arrangement. 7 friends are there in a sitting in a row. So what I have told you in my previous videos, my dear friends. So just make, so 3, 4, 5, 6. So just make 2 particular arrangement. Why? Because see what happens when you make only one, then and when you try to place it, things will get messed up. You do not have to do that. Okay. Next, E is at one of the end. E is at one of the end. Now you have left end, you have right end. Where all you will place? So in that case, no, just wait and read 1 or 2 sentences. You will be getting some idea. A is fifth to the left of E. Now it is very, very clear E cannot be at left end, because E, if you're trying to place at left end, then A is fifth left. So you will be going, so you will be going in the, you will be going outside of the diagram. You will be going outside of the diagram, right? Okay. So A is fifth left of E. So E definitely I will have to put here. First left, second left, third left, fourth left, fifth left. A will come here. In this also I will do like this. Fine. Sir, why the same thing you are doing? Wait, man. Possibilities will be there. We will see. B is not adjacent to A or E. So B cannot sit here. B cannot sit here. B cannot sit here. Now we have 2 positions. In one diagram, we are placing B here. In another diagram, we are placing B here. Only 2 places left, because other places they are telling B is not sitting adjacent to A or E. C is third to the left of B. So in this diagram, you will see C is third left, first left, second left, third left. Arre bhai, third left already somebody is sitting. So this particular diagram one is wrong. So C is third left, that means first left, second left, and third left. C will come here. Fine. Only D is sitting between A and B. So in between A and B, only D is sitting. Only 2 friends are sitting between D and F. So first friend and second friend. So in between D and F, 2 are sitting. So who is remaining? A, B, C, D, E, F, G is remaining. Now they're asking, what is the position of F with respect to A? So the position of F with respect to A is here. First right, second right, third right, fourth right. So your position of F. So F is fourth to right. F is fourth to the right of. So F is fourth to the right of A. So F is fourth to the right of A. And that becomes our correct answer. Hope you are understanding, enjoying the session, right? Trying to solve it by yourself. That is the main thing. Next question is definitely a little bit, tricky. So let's see how we can solve it here. So in a queue, Rajat is the last person. So there is a queue is there where Rajat is the last person, while Gaurav is seventh from the front. So while Gaurav is seventh from the front, if the person exactly, if a person, so if a person exactly sits between, so if a person exactly sits between Rajat and Gaurav, so there is one person is there. Okay, suppose he is X. So he is sitting between Gaurav and Rajat. That means the number of people who are sitting between X and G is the number of people who are sitting between R and X. Now, so if the person exactly sits between Rajat and Gaurav is on 23rd from the front, and the position of this person is 23rd, right? Okay. Now, my dear friends, so this is 7th, right? So 7th to 23. That means there are 16, right? So including Gaurav, how many are there? Total 16%. And the same will be here also. Same will be here also. So now, so 7 plus 16 plus 16. So 32 plus 7 will be 39. So total number of person in the queue, including Rajat, everyone is nothing but 39. Option D will be the correct answer. Next is, which of the given application relies on the use of distributed computing system and blockchain technology to enable decentralized and secure transaction? So friends, social networking is nothing but your Facebook, Instagram, and all those things. Online gaming, right? See, they're telling transactions. So when the transactions will come in picture, then definitely they are talking about some kind of digital currency. Supply chain management is a process. So here nothing but cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency, so definitely when currency is involved, then some kind of transactions will happen. So a cryptocurrency platform such as Bitcoin or Ethereum relies on the use of distributed computing system and blockchain technology to enable decentralized and secure transactions. Now, you have a data sheet in Microsoft Excel containing expenses categorized by type, with each row indicating an expenses, including its categories, name, and amount. Your objective is to generate a summary table that displays the total expenses for each categories. So which feature in Microsoft Excel would you utilize this task? So basically a pivot table in Microsoft Excel, right? So that basically generates a summary table and displays the total expenses for each category. This is one of the example. Then, what is the purpose of the build order pane in Microsoft PowerPoint? So friends, basically the build order pane in Microsoft PowerPoint is to manage and edit the sequence and properties of animation on the slides, enhancing the visual and interactive quality of presentation. So to define the order and timing of animation applied to elements within a slide. Okay. So basically you are going to change the sequence or the timing. That's all. And again, before I go, I wanted you also to crack this Accenture examination as soon as possible, friends, right? And also you also comment that, sir, I cleared my first round. The next round will be communication. It will be very, very easy. And the next will be interview round. So that will be also easy, right? And I wanted you all to crack Accenture exam, get the crash course today itself, and make sure that you are going to crack the examination. Now let us start with the coding session by Rimjim ma'am. Thank you.
So the question here is, given an array ARR and return the second largest distinct element from an array. If the second largest element does not exist, then return -1. It means we have been given an array ARR, we have to return the second largest element from that array. So let's understand this question with this given example. So here, suppose array ARR has elements 9, 55, 2, 10, 54, and 3. Here we can clearly see the largest element is 55 and element less than 55 is 54. So second largest element is 54 here. Now let's understand the very basic approach of solving this problem. So for this, let's take an array, for example, ARR. Let's take element like 2, 3, 4, 8, 8, and 6. Now we can start thinking like if we will sort element of this array. So after sorting, elements will be 2, 3, then 4, then 6, then 8, then 8. Now, since this array is sorted, so we can say the last element of this array will be the largest element of this array. So we can say that 8 is largest element of this array. So index of largest element will be n-1 if n is the size of the array. Now, as we know, n-1 is the largest element index. So, for second largest element, we can think of that It may be at n minus 2. This means that second largest element will start from n minus 2 index, and we will check that whether element at n minus 2 is equivalent to largest element or not. If yes, then that element will not be the second largest element. So let's see here. At n minus 2, element is 8 and the largest element was 8. So both are same. So second largest element can't be 8. So we will move backward. Now at index n minus 3, element is 6. Now we will check again, that is element at n minus 3 equal to the largest element. So here at n minus 3 element is 6. The largest element is 8, which is greater than 6. So we can say that 6 will be second largest element. So from this we can start a loop that will start from n minus 2 and it will go till I greater than equal to 0, I minus minus, as we will move backward. And after that, we will check that if ARR of I not equal to largest, then our second largest element will be ARR of I. And since we will get the second largest element, then we will break. Now there is one more thing. Like suppose array will be like 10, 10. In this case, both elements are same. So here largest element will be 10. But what about second largest element? So in this case, both elements are same. So there will be no second largest element. So from the given question, when we will not get any second largest element, we will have to return -1. So let's initialize our variable second largest with -1. And if this condition will be fulfilled, then we will enter in this if condition and we will update our second largest. Now, time complexity for this approach will be, firstly, we have sorted our array. So from here, time complexity will be big of n log n. After that, we are using this for loop. So time complexity will be big of n. So overall time complexity for this problem will be n log n plus big of n. Now let's see another approach. Let's try to reduce time complexity. So for this, let's take example array 1, 2, 4, 7, 7, 5. Let's take this as example. Now let's suppose two variable. One will be the largest element variable. Another will be the second largest. This variable will have second largest elements. Let's initialize it with ARR of 0. Let's suppose that element of the first element of the array as the largest element. Let's initialize second largest with -1, as from question, if we will not get second largest element, we will have to return -1. So let's initialize second largest with -1. Now let's move to next. So from 0 index, let's move to next index, that is at 1. The element at 1 index is 2. Now check among 1 and 2, as ARR of 0 was 1. Now let's check among 1 and 2 which one is largest. 2 is largest. So now we will update our largest element from 1 to 2. Since we got new largest element, so old largest element will be now second largest element. So let's update our second largest element as 1. Now let's move to next index here. So element at next index is 4. Now we will check the element at this index with the largest element. So element at this index is 4 and largest element was 2. So which one is greater than? 4 is greater. 4 is greater than 2. So we will update our largest element. Now largest element will be 4. And again, since we have new largest element, so old largest element, that was 2, will be now second largest element. So update our second largest element as 2. Now let's move to next index. Element at next index is 7. Again, we will check which one is greater, 4 or 7. 7 is greater than 4. So now again we will update our largest element as 7. Again we have new largest element 7. So now previous largest element, that was 4, will be our second largest element. So update second largest element with 4. Now let's move to next index. Again 7. Now again we will check that is element at ARR of I greater than or less than largest element. Here both elements are same. So there is no need to do anything. Now we will move to next index 5. Now again we will check. So here largest element is 7 and element at ARR of I is 5. So 7 is greater than 5. So there is no need to update our largest element. So we will not update our largest element. But check whether this is greater than second largest element or not. So here element at ARR of I is 5 and second largest element is 4. So obviously 5 is greater than 4. So we will update our second largest element with 5. Now finally we have largest element as 7 and we will return second largest element, that is 5. Now let's write code for this. So here is the code. Let's enter in main function. Here is input array. Then n is the size of array. Let's take a variable answer that will have second largest element. So here there is an answer variable which will store whatever second largest function will return. There is basically a function call. Now let's see second largest function. So here is second largest function. So firstly, we will check a condition that if n is less than 2, n is less than 2, it means what? Size of an element is 1, means element in the array is only 1. That means since single element is present in that array, means that element will be the largest element. So in that scenario, we will not have any second largest element. So at that time, we will return -1. Now let's move ahead. When size will be greater than 1, when array will have more elements. So in that case, let's take two variable, largest element and second largest element. Largest element variable will have the largest element. Second largest element variable will have second largest element. Let's initialize it with value ARR of 0. Initialize second largest element with the value -1. As according to our approach, we will traverse whole array. So from I is equal to 0 to I less than n, we will check that if ARR of I is greater than the largest element, then we will update our largest element. So before updating our largest element, firstly, we will update our second largest element. Now our second largest element will be the previous largest element. Now we will update our largest element with ARR of I. This will be the new largest element. Now, when the condition fails, that when ARR of I will be less than the largest element, then we will go in this else if condition. So we will check for the second largest element. We will check that if ARR of I is greater than second largest element and that element should not be the largest element, then we will update our second largest element as ARR I. And finally, we will return our second largest element. And this will be the desired output. So let's check. Here we can see the array is 2, 3, 4, 8, 8, 7. So clearly 8 will be the largest element and 7 will be the second largest element. So let's run this code and let's check we get desired output or not. Let's clear it. So yes, from here we can see second largest element is 7. Now let's see another question. So question here is convert the decimal into binary and add its bits. So basically we will be having a decimal and we will have to convert that decimal number to binary format and we will have to return an integer that will be summation of its bits. Let's understand with the given example. So we will be given a decimal number. So let's suppose here input is 10. Now our job is to convert this decimal into binary format. We know the binary of 10 is 1, 0, 1, 0. We will have to perform addition of its bits. So 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 0. So summation will be 2. So we will have to return this 2 as our output. So before moving ahead, let's understand logic of converting decimal to binary. To convert decimal to binary, we divide decimal number by 2 and record the remainder at each step. Again, we follow same step. When n will become 0, we will stop and sequence of remainder will be read from bottom to top and will give binary representation of decimal. So suppose n is 10, that is decimal. Now we will divide this decimal number by 2. So let's perform operation division and let's put remainder as other side. Now, we will divide n by 2. So, 10 divided by 2. When we will divide 10 by 2, we will get 5 and remainder will be 0. So, here answer will be 5 and remainder will be 0. Now, this is not 0. So, again we will divide it by 2. So, 5 divided by 2. Now again, divide 5 by 2. So, answer will be 2 and remainder will be 1. So, here answer will be 2 and remainder will be 1. Now again, this is not 0. So, again we will divide it by 2. So, 2 divided by 2. Answer will be 1 and remainder will be 0. Now again, this is not 0. So, again we will divide it by 2. So, 1 divided by 2. Answer will be 0 and remainder will be 1. Now this is 0. So we will stop. Now we will reverse this remainder. And this will be the binary representation of that n. That was 10 earlier. So binary of 10 will be now 1, 0, 1, 0. Now using this concept, as we know in the question, earlier we have to convert decimal to binary and we have to add its bits. So for this, we will be having a variable sum. We will initialize it with value 0. And after adding, we will finally return this sum as our output. So let's write code for it. So let's start writing our code. Start main function. Firstly, we will make a variable that will take input from a user that will be having decimal number. Then create a variable sum, initialize it with value 0. That will be having sum of all the bits when that decimal number n will be converted to binary. We will start a loop till n greater than 0. Inside loop expression, n modulo 2 gives remainder when n is divided by 2. So we will update add, that is some variable, as n modulo 2 plus earlier sum. We will add that remainder value and will update our sum. Now again we will divide number by 2 and finally we will print our sum will be, let's run the code. So let's take n as 10. So the binary of 10 will be 1010 and addition will be 2. So here output is 2. So that's all.